Welcome to this list of the best young right backs, full backs, wing backs on the right side Football Manager 21 has to offer. And for this list, I focus on youngsters that are 20 years old or younger. And remember, when it comes to youth players in Football Manager, there's always a part of RNG involved, so it's very important you scout these guys yourself, because their ability and potential will vary a little bit from save to save. So first up on the list, we have this French defender, Pierre Kalulu, and he plays for AC Milan. And he more or less have all the right stats for a wingback or a fullback. And if he just can develop a little bit more, get his stats up 2-3 ticks before it stops developing, he's going to look sensational. And he has picked up 3 U21 caps for France. Next up, we have Couto, a Brazilian 18-year-old defender, and he belongs to Man City, so it's probably going to be pretty difficult to sign, at least at the beginning. Or maybe later on, if Man City spends all that money on finished products, he's going to have a rough time getting into the first team squad, and maybe they're going to transfer list him. Next up, we have Malo Gusto, 17 years old, belongs to Lyon, and as you can tell, he can play as a central midfielder too. I was considering this position for my guides. I feel like when it comes to his stats, he's more suitable as a right defender, a fullback, or a wingback. I feel like he has more weaknesses as a midfielder compared to a right side defender. Next up, we have Hamburg's 19-year-old Josha Vagnoman. And this young German is very versatile. He can play on both on the right side and the left side. The game says his preferred spot is on the right side, so I put him here. But it's really good, especially when it comes to a youngster, because that means you can have him on the bench, and then you can sub him on for the last like 15-20 minutes, and you can sub him on both on the left side or the right side, depending on who of your fullbacks or wingbacks is getting tired. But overall, he looks very promising, especially with some of those physical attributes with 16 in pace, 17 natural fitness, and yeah, he has the potential to become a very, very quick and strong fullback. Next up, we have Laird, and he belongs to Man United, so another player that probably is going to be very difficult to sign in the beginning, but maybe things change later on. And this English 18-year-old is another great talent, really quick with both the acceleration and the pace. Overall, his physical is like 15 fitness, 14 agility. I see a good determination, a resolute personality. I mean, he's going to be a tough guy, and he's going to be working hard to reach that quality, to reach his full potential. He has some weaknesses, but all of those weaknesses are in the stats that are less important for a wingback or a fullback. Next up, we have this young Dutch 18-year-old Ki-Jana Hoever, and he's just been signed to Wolves from Liverpool, so you won't be getting him during the first summer, but you definitely want to keep your eyes on his development. If you get the potential to maybe snap him up for the second season with a little bit of luck. Right now in this save, it doesn't look fantastic. But he's just 18 years old. Remember that some of the players we've been looking at are 20, so they've had some more time to develop. And yeah, he definitely have the potential to become a right wing back of some really, really high class with the right development. Next up is Barcelona's Sergiño Dest, 19-year-old American. And that guy is probably going to be rough to sign in the beginning. He's just joined Barcelona, and Barcelona probably won't let him go easy. But look at it, especially both his physical and his mental is great for a 19-year-old with a lot of potential to improve. I mean, look at that. We already see a few 15, a 16, and quite a few 13s and 14s. Clearly going to be the number one American right back for quite a few years if he keeps on developing. And he has good determination. He has a great personality for really pushing himself and keep on developing. He's already at 19 picked up 3 caps for his national team and a few U20 caps. Next up is this 18-year-old from Porto, currently at loan at Reading. Another one of those great young Portuguese players. Got more or less all the right stats. Lacking a little bit on the marking department, but other than that, he's just look overall good in everything. And as I said before, imagine this guy is just 18. Imagine him in 4 seasons when he's 22 and has gotten most of these stats up 2, 3, 4 steps. he's going to be looking very, very, very good in just a few seasons. If you're following English football, next name won't be a surprise to you guys. Max Aarons for Norwich. He's 20 years old and he's already been a regular starter for Norwich for 2 seasons. Since Norwich just got demoted to the Championship, this could be the right moment to try to sign him and get him for a pretty good deal. I mean, look at his stats. He's 20 years old, and right now with these stats, he will probably go straight into the starting line in most teams, other than maybe the top teams in the world. And he still have a few seasons when he can keep on developing, getting even better. It's a no-brainer. If you get a good deal if you can get him for a good price, I would sign him without a blink of an eye. And we are sticking to another familiar name if you're following English football. Reece James. He started quite a few games for Chelsea already last season, and he's been doing it again in this season in real life. I mean, look at these stats. The only problem is, of course, that he is playing for Chelsea. He won't be cheap. It's going to be difficult to get him, but if you can, it's going to be a good deal. Like, these stats, it's just too good to fail. Just like with Max Aarons, he's already at a level where he would be a regular starter in most clubs, so a no-brainer. So, did I miss one of your favorite youngsters? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, press that like button, it helps me out. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel for a lot more FM21 content. Thank you for watching.